Are you curious about the impact AI is having on cybersecurity? Are you concerned that it's going to take away jobs? Well, in this episode, we're going to discuss how AI is changing cybersecurity and how it will impact the job market.
Do you want a career in cybersecurity? Are you unsure how to start? Curious what it means to be a cybersecurity professional? This is the Cyber Job Hacks Podcast with Dr. Jeff Colburn. He's a 30-year industry professional and the founder of Team Caveo, a company that specializes in helping people launch cyber careers. Join us on this podcast as we explore what it means to be a cybersecurity professional and how to get started. Welcome to the show.
Are you curious if a cyber career is right for you? Do you want to get into cyber and don't know where to start? Are you working in IT and looking to grow? Well, schedule a one-on-one cyber career coaching session with me to discuss where you are currently and how you can best move forward. Go to coaching.cyberjobhacks.com or click the link in the show notes to schedule your session today. Welcome to the Cyber Job Hacks Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Jeff Colburn. Well, we're hearing a lot about AI. Almost everything we encounter now is AI assisted. ChatGPT is used to find quick answers, and some students are using it to write papers, right? Even in the networking world, AI is used to identify and correct faults. So cybersecurity is no exception, right? It's already being used for routine tasks. Of course, a lot of the concern is that with the adoption of AI, it's going to start taking away jobs. But I don't believe this is the case. I believe AI is going to transform the skills that are required to be a cyber professional. But I don't think it's going to take away jobs. And that, as we're going to talk about in this episode, we're going to see kind of how the cyber landscape is going to change, how it's going to be changed by AI. But I don't think we have to really worry about loss of jobs. It'd probably be more transformation of skill sets. And especially right now, I don't think companies truly or completely trust AI because AI is only accurate as the information it provides. So, right now AI has hallucinations, meaning it's acting on bad information. So it's bad. It's providing bad information. And the other thing is, AI is based on a data model. Right. So like any other data, that data is going to have to be protected. So as AI evolves and continues to be incorporated, that model of information has to be protected. So that's just going to create another whole new series of roles for people because now the AI model has to be protected. So I think, it's a little premature to start thinking, AI is going to, take away all our jobs. No, I see it as a tool, and that's what we're going to kind of talk about in this episode is how AI is going to be used as a tool to make us more efficient as cyber professionals. So let's kind of talk about some of the aspects of AI and how it's impacting the cybersecurity environment or landscape. So first, let's just kind of talk about the tasks, right? So we have certain cyber tasks that our security analysts perform, and so AI is able to perform those tasks actually more efficiently than a human. Like just think about like how AI can automate these certain tasks. So like log analysis, vulnerability assessments, patch management, right? These are things that are done by humans, and it's a time-consuming task. Well, AI can automate that and it can perform it quicker and then also can do it more efficiently. But also you also think about how AI can provide, enhanced threat detection, right? Because it is able to identify unusual patterns in large volumes of data. Again, something a human would have to comb through and try to find these patterns. Well, AI is able to do that again much more quickly and more efficiently. And also, you can automate incident response. So if there's common known threats, AI can automate that incident response, right? So it's going to reduce that time between detection and mitigation. Again, something that normally would have to be done by human, this can be automated with AI. The other thing is like it provides a predictive model, right? It can look at and analyze past attack patterns, and it can look at those patterns, and it can determine, hey, what are some potential threats based upon those past attack patterns. It correlates threat data from multiple sources. So if you look at many of the vendors, security vendors, as they putting out their the latest XDR appliances, all of them are incorporating AI, right? Because then they're pulling in all this information from firewalls, endpoints, and they're able, AI is able to correlate and identify a threat from all that various information. The other thing, speaking of endpoint detection, is AI can analyze user behavior, right? And that's going to detect anomalies, that so this user is behaving differently than they normally behave. So now it's detecting potential insider threats or even compromised accounts, right? And the other part with AI when it comes to cyber tasks is that it can provide real-time adaptation to evolving threats. So as a threat evolves, AI is able to implement even more controls to mitigate that threat. So that that's just some of how AI can automate and become more efficient with these routine tasks that are normally performed by humans. So with AI performing those tasks, then what tasks are left for the humans? So like I was saying, you're going to have to adopt a new set of skills. No longer are those routine tasks going to be performed by security analysts, right? It's all going to be done by AI. But what this means is that's going to free up security professionals to focus more on more advanced threats, right? And that's going to require human intuition and expertise, something, the AI model is not there yet. So you still kind of need that human factor for these more advanced threats. Also, new roles are going to emerge, right? You're going to have, somebody has to manage and fine tune these AI systems. You're going to have AI security specialists who are going to specialize on securing AI systems, right? That's their job. So now you got a whole new role of, a group of people whose job is to secure the AI system. All right. So there's going to be this growing need of cyber professionals with, advanced skills in AI, machine learning, and data science. So AI is kind of opening up a new sector within the industry with a new group of professionals with new sets of skills. So what's that mean to the cyber job market? Well, like I said, I don't think you're going to see a decline in cyber positions. You're just going to see AI taking on those more routine tasks. But, we have to keep in mind is the attack surface continues to expand, right? And that's going to require people with cyber skills. More and more data is being pushed to the cloud, right? Companies talk about cloud first, meaning their strategy is they look to put things in the cloud before they look to put it on premise. So as you look to put more stuff in the cloud, that means more people helping to secure the cloud, right? As is that no longer is the data secure within the company's buildings, right? And then you have more and more remote workers. So again, you have users operating outside the corporate building. So again, the attack surface increased, more vulnerability. So, again, more people required to, secure those vulnerabilities. Then organizations are starting to recognize that, the threats posed to their IoT and OT environment. Now you have HVAC systems, producing a potential backdoor into your network environment, right? Because now all our OT devices, they're network attached, the IP enabled, so that means they're on net, and being on net means they're vulnerable to attacks. So that's going to create another group of people who specialize in securing OT and IoT environments. And then your traditional skills are still required, right? You still need people who are skilled in governance and compliance, right? You still need people to ensure, hey, this is in compliance with this standard, or or the network's governed by this. So you still need those people. You still need security engineers to design that security system or that security environment. Still a need for incident responders and forensic experts. Risk assessments still need to be performed. And, there's still a need for ethical penetration testing, right? To find those vulnerabilities before the attackers. So how do you adopt, right? How do you adopt to this changing landscape? First, you got to start learning the basics of AI and machine learning, right? And more especially, how it's going to be used in the cybersecurity landscape, right? So if you're going to learn AI and ML, and you're a security professional, you really want to first learn how's that being applied in the cyber landscape. Like I've mentioned, many of the XDR systems now incorporate AI, right? They're correlating all that security data to identify threats. So that's where I would start. I would also, we talk about how AI is being used to automate routine tasks, right? So probably one of the things you want to do is learn how AI is being used to replace humans to perform these routine tasks more efficiently and more timely. The other thing is, we hear a lot about AI for security, but what about security for AI? These AI models need to be protected just like any other data in your environment. So you have to learn, like, what are the threats? What are the risks to the AI model? And how do we mitigate those risks? So again, there's another whole realm of professionals just focusing on security for AI. And then, AI is, not only being employed to secure networks, but it's also being employed to attack networks, right? So bad actors are starting to use AI. So that's the thing, as you study attacks, you have to learn how AI is being used for these more sophisticated attacks. So there's a lot still in the cyber realm that can't be done by AI, or at least not AI at this time. So there's still a need for security professionals, and that's where my focus would be. Is where does AI, excuse me, where does AI play in the cyber landscape? What do I need to know about AI in this landscape? And then and start adopting or learning those skills. So I don't see AI as a replacement. I see it as a tool to help us make to make us more efficient. It's not going to eliminate the need for security professionals. It's just the landscape's expanding and new skills have to be adopted, right? You have to acquire these new skills. Attacks have become more sophisticated, especially with the assistance of AI. And like any role in this industry, knowledge and skills must evolve, right? So cyber professionals will need to learn and apply AI. They'll need to learn how to protect the AI models. All right. So I believe this is an exciting time for the cybersecurity industry. If you're starting off in this industry, I think this is a great time because the way security is going to be done is evolving. Especially with like we talked about, many of the routine tasks are going away. So as you develop as a security professional, some of the things you won't have to know to the detail because you're not performing the tasks. You're going to be more in line with how does the AI perform these tasks, right? So again, you're going to be more familiar with the AI model and how it's performing the task rather than how you would perform that task. So, I think, like I said, this is a great time. You're going to have to learn about AI. I don't think I think it's impossible to not learn about AI. As I continue to study, the latest network security appliances, everything I read, right, I'm learning about AI and how it's incorporated in that product. So, AI is not going away. It's just going to get better. It's going to get more efficient, but it's not going to replace jobs. You're not going to lose your job. It's like anything. Like if you're a network engineer and you have a network engineering skill set from the 90s, you're going to be out of a job because you didn't evolve, right? You didn't allow your skill set to evolve. So, yeah, AI will probably replace your job if you're not allowing your skill set to evolve, right? That's just common sense. But if you see where the cyber landscape is moving and you're seeing the skills that are in demand or in growing demand, and you start adopting those skills, then I don't think you got to worry about your job. I think, the threats just continue to increase. More and more attacks are getting more sophisticated. The attack surface is increasing. So I think the opportunity for cyber professional is as much there today as it was yesterday. So that's just my opinion. Like I said, this is just what I see in the industry, just what I'm hearing. I just want to share that with you all today. I hope this was useful. If you disagree, I always love to hear feedback. I can always go to the show, this episode, and put something in the comments, or you can go to our Facebook group and put your comments there. I always love hearing other people's views or opinions on this. It helps me to learn, helps me to grow. But again, I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to talking to you next week. Do you want to be part of an online community of like-minded people? Join us at cyberjobhacks.com, where you'll receive the latest industry news, cybersecurity career trends, invitation to free events, and exclusive offers. So join our private Facebook group at cyberjobhacks.com.
Thank you for listening to the Cyber Job Hacks Podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, please share with a friend who may be interested in becoming a cyber professional. Also, please leave a review on Apple Podcast. Your feedback is greatly appreciated, as it will shape our future episodes. Meet us here every Monday as we discuss the cyber job market and how to launch your career. Until next time, have a great week.